That's all upsetting.
Hello, everyone. We're two geeks on a couch. I'm Edward.
And I'm Friedel.
And tonight we're going to watch Willy's Wonderland, starring none other than Nic Cage. This crazy movie, neither of us have seen, and we have really no idea what to expect. We watched the trailer. That's kind of it.
I'm expecting several things, to be honest. I'm expecting a broken down vehicle, a shady deal to fix said broken down vehicle, and some sort of ramshackle entertainment center that is filled with possessed animatronics.
Yes. There's a popular video game called Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes.
Where you play the manager of like a Chuck E. Cheese sort of scenario place, and at night the animatronics come to life. And so this concept reminds me of that. And I am totally down to watch a Nic Cage Five Nights at Freddy's hybrid.
It's strange that you should mention that video game, because someone on the internet said that also made this reference and compared it to, like, if someone had taken that film or that video game and had turned it into like kind of a crazy drinking game. We will not be turning this film into a drinking game.
No, because I don't think we'd last through the end of this video.
Also, how do you set, like, how do you set the rules?
When do you drink?
Yeah. Like, if it's a great way to stay sober is if you drink every time Nic Cage says something, because he doesn't have any lines. Drinking game
ever. Yeah, he insisted. He agreed to do the part if he didn't have any lines. That is, and they were like, okay, well, we'll give you like one line at the end. But no, they just no line.
I wonder if he's got some sort of strange grudge against the writer.
No, I think this is just some crazy Nic Cage idea.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. I think he's known for that. Can Nic Cage without saying anything?
I find this to be a fascinating question, and so far that question has a lot of debate happening on the internet.
Really?
Yeah, people are upset that Nic Cage does not have any dialogue. Oh,
really?
Yeah.
Wait, people are upset on the internet?
We're all shocked.
I do feel like half of his bit is stuff he says, right? Like, so I'm curious to see how Nic Cage can he be when he's not saying crazy shit.
Well, I think that one of the things that we love about Nic Cage is that he really commits in his Nic Cage way to whatever piece of dialogue he is given, or whatever he's doing ad hoc on the fucking fly.
Things to look out for: open windows, witches. Satanic witches specifically.
Satanic witches.
And can Nic Cage without saying anything?
I thought you were going to say, can Nic Cage successfully complete an exorcism?
No, obviously not. Nobody can.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us on this reaction video for Willy's Wonderland. If you're enjoying what you're seeing and want some more, go ahead and just boop the subscribe button, ring the notification bell, give us the thumbs up with the likes. And if you're looking for more in-depth discussion that doesn't mention Sarah McLachlan, head on over to our Patreon page, where we get much more in-depth in terms of discussing the films that we're watching. We're looking forward to seeing you there. We really appreciate and thank you for all of your encouragement and support thus far. It's really meant the world to us for our passion.
All right.
All right, are we? Let's do this.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, no, this is not a birthday party I want to have for myself. Those boots have seen some shit. The time is passing.
He stood there for a very long time.
Saying nothing. What if his face gets stuck like that?
I think it is stuck like that.
Those boots have also seen some shit.
Fuck me.
You all right?
Yeah, he'll be all right. Tyre's not, but he'll be fine.
Although how you can make eye contact with someone who's got mirror glasses on.
Oh, cash only, huh? Oh, and in advance. Yeah, I don't take no plastic credit cards.
Howdy there, partner. My name is Tex, same as the state. Got the handle McAdoo. Welcome to Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, he don't talk much.
And I respect that. I enjoy it.
I wouldn't let any of those people pick me up hitchhiking.
You spend the night cleaning Willy's Wonderland, and I will pay to have your car fixed.
Those glasses are doing at least 5% of his acting for him. So I'm wondering if any of the animatronic characters are actually corrupted characters from other childhood things that we would recognize. Like the one that looks like a fey creature is clearly a take on Tinkerbell.
Right. And
But I'm like, nothing about weasels is coming to mind, although Pop Goes the Weasel.
There's a character in Ice Age. Have you ever seen that movie?
Whoa!
So that's what that reminded me of. I haven't thought of characters for the other ones yet, but I think you're probably right. I mean, there's probably, what a missed opportunity if they're not, right?
Liv, you in there?
Shit, yeah, I'm in here. Can you help me out?
Yeah. Pliers? Can't find no key in here. I'll just shut up and find something. You shut up.
Kaylee Cowan chewed over 81 pieces of pink bubble gum during the filming of this.
Wait, guys, this isn't for your entertainment, okay? It's for doing what's right.
It's gotta be a little entertaining. Look, I wanna see them freak bastards die for what I see them do.
I love how this has just become a D&D adventure. Person chewing bubble gum, clearly the rogue. Nic Cage is the barbarian. Okay, so Nic Cage is a terrible janitor.
Yeah. I don't even think he's using water.
I just like the way it vibrates. Don't do that. No. Ah! First blood. I feel like Nic Cage is having an erotic relationship with this pinball machine.
He's cleaning this the best out of anything so far.
Yeah.
This is sheer nightmare fuel.
I hear that there's a birthday boy in the audience tonight.
Gorilla greeting.
That's upsetting.
He just got done cleaning that too.
Jerk number 3. That is not going to be pleasant to take off.
No.
Edward, did you know that this is Nicolas Cage's 9th horror film?
9th.
9th.
Willy's Wonderland, Color Out of Space, Mandy.
Mom and
There's
Dad.
Mom and Dad, right. Okay. There's one about witches.
Season of the Witch.
Season of the Witch.
Pay the Ghost. Drive Angry.
Drive Angry is a horror film. Okay. Pay the Ghost I've never heard of,
Me neither. We should look it up.
apparently.
The Wicker Man remake.
Oh, right. Yeah. That's a thing that happened.
Yeah. I haven't seen any of them, so whatever. And The Vampire's Kiss was his first in 1988.
Wow. I thought of that as a comedy, not a horror movie. Nobody puts Nicolas Cage in a genre.
No.
I just can't. Okay. Well, we just
Yeah.
added a whole bunch of more movies to our list. So
Yeah.
there we go.
Okay.
Pay the Ghost. I've never heard of that. Tell us in the comments below, what is your favorite Nic Cage horror film, please? Love to know. I'm curious how these two plot lines are gonna converge. I don't see Nic Cage suffering any of these people.
You're not safe in there. We gotta get you out.
I've waited so long for a girl to play with. Wanna see my treehouse?
Uh-uh. Not today, girlfriend.
Play with me.
What?
Thank God you're still alive. We gotta get you out of here. I stabbed that bitch, but that won't keep her away for long. So
No, Chris!
I was wondering how they were going to work any exposition into this. Now it makes sense. There's a bunch of teenagers. They can explain things. Nic Cage can just be silent. And then the animatronics can like kill them off because they're expendable.
They don't seem like a group of people who would actually choose to go do this thing together because it sounds like they don't like each other that much.
I mean, they had to conveniently have the roof cave in to even just keep them all there.
Yes. Yeah, where I'm like, this is not a great time to try to come to some kind of consensus on whether or not you're rescuing the person who's supposed to be your friend.
Right. He's going to run out of shirts. I don't think there are enough shirts to match the amount of animatronic baddies. Just a concern I'm having. He's cleaning house, literally. And figuratively.
He's on a rampage.
A ramp cage.
the families would be treated to a birthday cake and a private show by Willy Weasel.
I do not want a private show by Willy Weasel.
I got dark.
Jerry and his gang refused to be taken alive. Jerry and his crew had performed a satanic suicide ritual. Instead of surrendering, the killers decided to take their own lives. 10 years later, Willy's reopened. There's reports that the creatures would move on their own. Some would say things they weren't programmed to say.
Wanna fuck, Freddy?
Would kill and feast on customers.
What?
Okay. Yeah, this is weird as fuck.
Is it weird that I'm getting really turned on right now?
Yeah.
6 little chickens ought to be just fine. 6 little chickens in the weasel's den. 4 little roosters and a couple of hens. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
Oh my god!
I don't understand what that's about.
Oh, off goes the weasel.
Hayesville Sheriff's Office.
We're at Willy's.
Put your balls on, Evan. We're going to Willy's.
What?
I love that this guy has a real sword.
I will have to say I appreciate the viscosity of the oil.
I'm digging the oil as blood effect that they're doing. It's gonna be a new shirt.
Bobby, that thing just moved.
Where the fuck did it go?
Oh. Wow. That's all upsetting. What is that? Wow.
The animatronics are eating people.
They're cannibals. We need to start adding cannibals to our list of like.
But
oh,
can you be a robot cannibal when you then need to eat other robots?
but they have the souls of Satanists. The souls of human Satanists.
Still,
I don't claim to be an expert on cannibalism.
If a
Although
chicken possessed
I
a cow and a cow then ate the chicken, is that cannibalism?
I would say yes if the cow had the soul of a chicken.
What if the chicken possessed the cow and the cow ate another cow?
Wait, what?
Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Exactly.
What? Is this about the punch?
Yeah. He has to go drink one.
Why does she have? Is that a
Yes. It's unsettling.
If we don't do what needs to be done, nobody in this county is safe.
Just kill all of them. It's apparently not that hard.
Why couldn't you just die?
You don't understand. You locked the wrong guy up in here. He's not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with him.
Not for much longer.
They're in a Nic Cage.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, son.
That just, I saw you. Yeah, okay.
Just for you.
Wow.
It's just
Wow.
for you.
What in the fresh hell is happening in this movie?
We had a good thing, but you just went and fucked it all
Was it a
up.
good thing? No.
It's not a good thing.
No, it was a bad
No.
thing. It's not.
No, it's a
Look at me! Look at me when I'm
Wasn't
talking
great.
to you! All you had to do was die.
What is gonna kill her? I told you she's gonna bite it.
You know what time it is?
She's beating him up with a sack full of soda. Fucking Freebird playing?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
For I must be traveling on. Clap your hands and
Wow. This is the most speechless I've seen you.
There are some moments after watching a film or hearing an album or listening to a song or looking at a piece of artwork where I feel like the universe is just like, see, you're allowed to make whatever kind of art you want in the world. Here you go.
Right, just
And
make
I'm
whatever
like-
you want. Just do it. Just put it out there in the world. Somebody's gonna be into it.
I'm still glad it got made. I'm still glad I watched it.
I laughed.
Yeah,
Quite
I
a
laughed
bit.
a lot.
I laughed a lot. The best fight was with the gorilla. I was sort of resigned to the idea that he was just gonna like one at a time kill these things. Fine. But that needed to escalate in bonkers, in the level of bonkersness to the fights
because-
or something, but like, and then it just never did.
Yeah.
I think I would have liked it if it was just him and no one else came in there. And it was just like completely fucking bonkers. And you got the like exposition at the end. Like, hey, you weren't supposed to survive. You were supposed to be the sacrifice, blah, 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 blah.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Okay, so 24 hours later, how are you feeling about Willy's Wonderland? Are you ready to rate this film alongside the other Nicolas Cage horror films?
I think that this is one of the things, bear with me for a second. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that in the 24 hours breathing room, I think I'm feeling a lot more generous towards this film because I have realized that perhaps comparing it to other Nicolas Cage types of bonkers maybe isn't fair.
I was sort of ready to trash it a little bit, and now I'm backing off of that because I do feel like comparing it to Mandy or Color Out of Space isn't isn't really entirely fair.
It was fun. It was a really fun romp.
Okay.
It was a fun romp. I think that the one, even had Nicolas Cage never done another film ever, I think my one complaint amongst the fun rompedness of it is that the you kind of had to like hook into the one flavor of it. Like, and you had to really enjoy the one flavor. Like,
Right.
Nicolas Cage is going to beat an animatronic demon to death, or the possessed animatronic Satan worshiping, right? Like
Right.
again and again and again and again and again.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like, oh, there's that note again, there's that note again. And so it was kind of like it was Nicolas Cage skipping stones of death.
Right. And in between, he's going to sexy dance the pinball machine
and drink punch.
And drink punch. I was really looking for another Mandy, and it wasn't that.
Mm-hmm.
And I think given some space and enough breathing room, I'm probably going to enjoy the hell out of this movie more on a second watch when I can turn my brain off and stop trying to have expectations about it.
Yeah. Yes, me too. I will also add that there was one art design element for me that kind of threw me off from the beginning, which was I felt like we can all stop racist caricatures of Latino people with like the pencil mustache and the sombrero. Like,
right,
we can let that go. We
that
don't
was
have to. We don't have to keep replicating that. Yeah.
Yeah, completely unnecessary, and they didn't need to. I feel like they really beat that into the ground too. Like,
yes,
it wasn't even subtle.
I think literally.
Right, they ran it over and beat it into the ground, or vice versa. Yeah, that was disappointing.
Yes,
but they started like, again, another missed opportunity to call upon like literally any subtle reference to a beloved kids cartoon. And I say subtle because of course you want to like dodge copyright issues, but like how hard would it have been to have like an animatronic mouth?
Right. Well, and instead of calling it Mickey, call it Maddie or Mackie, right?
Right. Like, I mean,
it is a missed opportunity because, and maybe it's because of the fact that Siren Sarah feels so clearly a warped and distorted version of Tinkerbell.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Like, don't do one and then leave the rest.
Right.
Unless if that was an accident, I'm looking at you, art directors.
I think it was highly likely an accident because of how non-referential the other ones are. Like, they didn't even do like a Chuck E. Cheese, right? Like, there's no mouse. It's like very generic animals that very specifically aren't anything.
Although,
obvious.
Didn't you say that the weasel looks like the character from the Ice Age?
Yeah, but I think only in that they're both weasels. I don't think there was any. You know what I mean? Gotcha. I don't think there was anything that, and I only even noticed that because you had mentioned that idea, right? So I started looking for things. Like, I wouldn't have thought of it otherwise.
Okay, that's fair.
Taking a break, rewatching it again in a little bit. It's going to be a good cult film. It's going to be super fun. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but I think I'm going to enjoy it a lot more the second time. So I was willing to pull it up score wise.
Yes, me too. I think that on the nights where I really want to be watching Mandy, but for whatever the reason, like my neuroatypical brain or my nervous system isn't going to be able to handle Mandy, like it's actually nice to have a Nicolas Cage horror film that is a little bit like not lighthearted, because clearly it's not, but a little bit more easy to engage.
Easy to engage.
Yes.
I think we're done here. If you like what we're doing, you find some enjoyment in it. We're bringing you some happiness with our overreactions to horror movies. Please consider liking and subscribing. That helps out our channel a lot. And if you really want to dig deep with us, head on over to our Patreon page where you can sign up multiple tiers, whatever you're sort of feeling at the time. No pressure, but it'll give you access to the much longer, fuller versions of the reaction videos where we go down side quests and rabbit holes and talk about this thing and that thing. And if you want to go deep, check that out. And we'll see you next time.
Have a good night.